Bullying has always been an unfortunate part of teenage life, but the pervasiveness of social media has certainly increased the opportunities for it. It's an enormous challenge for parents and schools, as well as companies like Facebook. Teenagers themselves are taking the initiative to crack down on cyberbullying, as Connor Duffy reports.
The music might sound aggressive and abrasive, but for the young fans writhing in the mosh pit, this all-ages gig is about confronting the stories that have become part of the fabric of teenage life.
Like, I remember at 3 o'clock in the morning once, I had someone sending me like 300 messages at a time, just calling me names and stuff. So I know how it feels and it's horrible.
I'd rather someone tell me I'm ugly or whatever to my face instead of them saying it over the internet, because then everyone can see it.
I was the girl at school that everyone picked on. Like, there was many times where I didn't want to be alive anymore in school from the bullying I got.
For all supporting the event, so we're giving out giveaways.
You actually take it to heart and you're like, oh my God, I'm ugly. And I had troubles with like my looks and image for so long because of simple stuff like cyberbullying. It was hard.
Scarlett Saramore knows the pain of being a target. It inspired her to set up a charity called Less Than Strength to help young people with depression and those who've been abused online.
You've got to be there for someone as well. Like, if you know someone going through anything, you have to stand up. It's the right thing to do.
Social media's always on the move, and so are the platforms for cyberbullying. The latest trend is locality-based pages for anonymous rumour.
The gossip pages, or the gossip pages as we know them, that have sprung up and have gone really quite viral in schools around Australia. And it's also a global phenomenon as well.
Oh, there's like all the gossip groups, like, yeah, there's like Hawkesbury Goss, Colo Goss, that's just a few from around here.
Like the toilet wall of old, online forums are the new place for malicious gossip. The difference is the abuse can go viral. Noah, Gus, Molly and Lily go to high school together in northwestern Sydney. And for them, dealing with online abuse is a part of growing up.
There's like heaps of ones, sort of like so-and-so is a fat whore or something, things like that. Yeah, and just totally made up though, like no basis behind them, most of them. Or so-and-so slept with this person at a party on the weekend, and most of them aren't even true, they're just...
Yeah, true.
Pretty much if you don't like someone, you just come up with the most horrible things you can think of. Like anything from slut to bitch to anything. Picking on their appearance.
Those insults can leave lasting scars.
Yes, some of my friends have had it done to them at school, and I have noticed that it can affect them.
And you said it made them not even want to go to school?
Yeah, it made them, like, put them in a difficult situation, like not knowing really what to do because I had no control over what was being put up about them.
Like, people gang up as well, like, because when one person says something and then everyone starts like picking it up, and then like next thing you know, everyone's liking the status it's made about a person, or people like add their little like 20 cents or whatnot. But yeah, it gets pretty mean.
Hello, Tom Tilley with you for Hack. Have you ever felt subconscious about your sexual performance? Well, imagine seeing your performance rated out of 10 on a Facebook page.
Youth radio network Triple J plays to an audience all too familiar with online harassment. This show's looking at the so-called root rater sites.
Wow, it's everywhere, isn't it? We're hearing about it all over Australia.
There's no escaping that they're crude and brutal. And as callers revealed, the targets can be as young as 14.
But yeah, it says she's a screamer, but so not worth it. The girl is okay, 5 out of 10.
How does that make you feel?
Pretty disgusted, really, that someone would put that up in the first place.
It's like the Wild West without the sheriff. And I think it's important to understand from an adult's perspective that it's our job to help these young people develop a strong moral compass.
What we're all here for tonight is to come up with strategies. What can we do to tackle cyberbullying amongst our youth?
This Melbourne forum is promoting cyber safety.
For too long, I think we've focused on the technology and the devices, that we haven't really talked enough with young people about the rules of engagement.
Educational consultant Robin Triveau urges parents to be involved.
At the moment, I think we're missing in action. I think part of that is we as parents and adults in the community are abrogating our responsibilities because we say, I don't get how this technology works. I'm not on Facebook. I wouldn't dream of saying or doing those things, and therefore I don't get it.
For the generation that's grown up in an online world, there's no well-worn roadmap to follow. But these teenagers have a sense of what might help.
I think they need to make kids more aware of the consequences too, because like we were talking about before, kids just do it not realising what they're doing, how they're harming other people. So yeah, maybe they could talk about that.
Yeah, I agree with Gus. I reckon schools could probably enhance their ways of doing it. Like, they talk a lot about safe sex and drugs and just all those kind of things, and they haven't probably put all their attention as much as they could into this.
If it wasn't for drumming, I don't think I would have had an outlet, to be honest, and something worse could have happened. I'm just lucky I was one of those people that knew what to do.
And from one who's been a target and risen above it, there's this advice.
The best thing you can do is just talk to someone about it, even if that's your best friend or your mum or your dad or your brother or sister. I believe if you talk to someone about it, the feeling off your chest, you'll get out of that little bubble and back into the real world, and you'll feel better about yourself.
Connor Duffy reporting, and for anyone from ages 5 to 25 who's experiencing any form of bullying, online or otherwise, Kids Helpline can be reached on 1800 55 1800. Their website is kidshelp.com.au. And that's the program for tonight. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow, but for now, good night.